Welcome to meditation today. Oh, I'm so glad that you are here. I hope that you love our practice today. We're working on a little breath strategy. It's a fun one. I wouldn't necessarily say it's one you do while you're waiting in a waiting room or in line, but I like to do it when I'm at home. It's not really something you can do while you're driving. You'll see why. It's a little bit of a funny one, but it's very beautiful. And we'll move from there into a loving kindness meditation today. We've done this one before, but I really love to revisit the loving kindness meditations because if I have a while, I know I have a good 10 minutes or more to wait somewhere, or I'm feeling impatient. I need to settle down. This is a really easy one to remember. And so I love to revisit this with you in the hopes that you'll go there whenever you need it. Send yourself and those that are around you a little loving kindness. And I wanted to share something really cool with you today that I just learned. So let's begin heading back to our meditation spots. If you're moving from your seat, you don't have to, but options would be to join me on the floor. If that doesn't feel comfy because you get tired in your back, you can lean against a wall. You can stay on a piece of furniture. And if you are on a piece of furniture, I would recommend using the back of it, sitting up against the back, moving your hips to the back of the space, and propping yourself up along the back of the furniture to support a long spine. So I keep it really simple. I know that there are really beautiful meditation cushions out there. That sounds really nice, and I'm sure it would look beautiful, but I just keep it simple. I pull cushions off my couch, and today I took two because I'm just seeing if I can start to open my hips a little bit, if I lift them above my knees. I choose a cross-legged position. You can go anywhere. Don't mind my phone. I want to read something to you in a moment. You can go anywhere with your legs, and if you get uncomfortable during practice, I don't ask that you fight through that. We're not trying to be still here. We're trying to settle our minds. And so if you get uncomfortable and you need to shift around, please do. I'm excited for us today. What a good decision we've made to practice our meditation together. Let's take a couple of movements so that we feel that we can settle. Take a big look over your right shoulder and just breathe naturally here. Whatever's coming is great. However it's going is great as well. Tuck your chin down towards your collarbone. Feel a little bit of that stretch move into the back of your neck. Roll a few times over the front of your chest, making a half moon shape. Sitting up really tall, still trying to pull through the back of your shoulder blades here as we roll. And then we'll pause over on the left collarbone. Tuck your chin down there. Lift up through the eyes and look straight over the left shoulder. Is there any way we can shrug our shoulders down a little bit from our earlobes, encouraging our necks to grow longer? Take a breath in and a breath out as you slide back forward. Great job. Shoulder rolls. Now, if you need to move it all through your neck to release those stretches, please do. I like to go backwards with my shoulder rolls, and we're encouraging them to settle up, back, and then down. So it's a great way to set them in the motion that you'd like for them to head. Send a little energy between the bottom of your shoulder blades as if they're hugging into your spine. Great job. And then before we settle our hands, let's just take a couple of opening and closing movements, kind of like jazz hands, down low. Flashing lights, however you want to think of these hands. Well, it's nice not to have to grip a mouse or type on a keyboard or hold a steering wheel or a cell phone for a moment. So we're just giving our hands some love. Okay, and if they get really warm, that's a good thing. We'll let them settle and cool off. Our palms will face downwards if we're feeling a little extra this morning and we're looking for some toning down, some grounding energy. And if we're feeling the opposite, quite sluggish, Let's turn our palms up. They can be anywhere. Sometimes I'll cup my hands right about belly button, just below, I should say. Or sometimes I'll just let them rest on my thighs. As long as you feel comfy, you're in a great space. And before we begin today, I wanted to share this amazing piece of information with you. It comes from my favorite meditation teacher, who I will always recommend to you as well. He's magnificent. It's a little strange spelling, so if you want to look him up, just listen here for a moment. David G. But think about his name being all one. David, D-A-V-I-D, J-I. David G. David J-I. All one word. Okay, so he's amazing. You can find him with so much free content on apps, on his website. He's so generous with it. And he just put out this information that I think is so important for me to share, so we understand why this practice is so crucial to not just now and how we feel today and tomorrow, but for the health of our entire life. Check this out. A daily meditation practice, as simple as watching your breath for 22 minutes a day, can shrink your amygdala. A major study showed that a decrease in the gray matter of every single test subject's amygdala occurred after 56 consecutive days of meditation. I know that's a lot. That's a lot of commitment, and it is a large chunk of time every day. But if you consider what it could do for you in the long run, isn't it worth those 22 minutes? So why should we care about this? David G. asks. According to neurobiology, the size of our amygdalas matters. The larger it is, the more likely that you'll be exhibiting impulsive, anxious, or aggressive behavior. Excessive activity in your amygdala is connected with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety disorders, because it causes extreme reactions to emotional events, memories, stimulations, and visual and emotional factors that could trigger you. So the bottom line is that our amygdala is the part of our brain that is responsible for how we react and when we overreact. Panic attacks are born from the amygdala. And the spark of taking things personally, like if you feel attacked when someone says something to you, you feel triggered, it's your amygdala. Over-amplifying threats and overreacting are all signs that we need to recommit to our practice to start to decrease the gray matter in our amygdala. Okay, so that's really cool, right? I just love him. Check him out. Thank you for listening to that piece of evidence, the scientific information behind why we're here today. It may not interest everyone, but I think it's really important because not only does this feel good, but it is crucial to our overall health, our mental state, and the way we behave and respond to everything that happens in our lives. So happy we're here together today. Let's close down our eyes if that feels comfy for us. I like to take mine to the floor. You could think about looking down the bridge of your nose and shut your eyes completely. And if that's not the comfortablest, we'll just do a little slit. So we really feel that we're blocking out stimulus and sensations, things that bombard us constantly, but you still feel aware of your surroundings. I look right through my lashes. They're closed. Just a slit is open, and the things look very blurry and unfocused. Nice way to shut down here. Okay, so to get into our breath today, we're just taking a couple of interesting breaths. Let's breathe in through our noses, and on our exhalation, think about fogging up a mirror twice. So you're gonna open your mouth, and I'm gonna do it really loud so you can hear. You'll go, but you don't need to be aggressive like that. You'll breathe in and it'll just be subtle. Out with the ha-ha. Good job. Inhale through your nose again. And this time, like you're going to whistle, purse your lips and slowly blow out there. Okay, those are the two ways we're going to exhale today. We have the ha, ha, and the blowing out through pursed lips. Resurrection breath is what this is called. So we're comfortably seated here. We've established that. We're going to take a big breath in as our eyes are down or forward. And we're looking over our left shoulders on the exhale, making that ha, ha sound. Inhale back to center. Turning our heads to the right, breathing through our pursed lips on the exhalation. Inhale through your nose to the center. Look left, ha, ha. Inhale through the center. Pursed lips to the right. Two more times, resurrection breath. In through the nose in the center. Look left. Through the center. Look right. Center. Left. Center. Finishing to the right. Coming back through the center there. I totally got a visual as we were blowing to the right, like we were blowing out birthday candles and we had our favorite cake in front of us. Oh, it made me feel so hungry for a second. Oh, okay, that was a fun visual. So moving away from resurrection breath, let's just come back to however it feels very comfortable in our bodies to breathe. We're not even going to set a limit on our breath. Make it big, make it bold, if that feels good. Make it spacious. Just breathe as it feels comfy, but become aware of it. Give it some attention. We pay attention to our breath. We're able to deepen it. We're able to slow it down and soften it so it slips out just like a whisper. And as we're moving to our actual guided practice today, let our bellies be soft. Sometimes we clench in our stomach. I don't know, sometimes it's a panicky type of a thing. Sometimes it's I have tight pants on and I need to pull my stomach in. Sometimes it's just the rush, rush, rush of life. You find that you're clenching. So there are a lot of different reasons why that may be happening, but we really can't effectively breathe like that. So let's just give ourselves permission to be soft in our abdomen. The same for your heart. Let it be soft. Allow whatever arises in your meditation practice today to be received with kindness and compassion. Can we embody a sense of presence? Take notice. What's happening in your body? What's happening in your mind? What's happening in your heart? When we slow down enough to notice, we are embodying presence. So congratulations. And if we open our breath, we can really open our lives. Breath work is something I go back to regularly, especially when I start to notice that I'm really spiraling out of control with rushing, moving too quickly, performing my tasks too quickly, multitasking, which is completely inefficient. So when I notice these things, first of all, I'm proud of myself because I've noticed that I need to work on taking good care of myself, becoming more successful in whatever I do once I've slowed down, checked in, and regrounded. So coming back to breath work can be a wonderful method to support our bodies, to support their peak health, to support our vitality, to increase a plethora of things regarding work. It increases our concentration, our awareness, really makes us more alert and open in our minds. And today we're hoping to use some breath to experience a sense of profound love and fulfillment within. Trying to awaken our energy body by breathing here. Notice what happens physically as you breathe. Are you able to connect to that? The midsection of your torso may be expanding. Your ribs, as you inhale, are really widening. Your upper chest and shoulders might rise. And then everything just softly sinks back down softly as you gently expel your breath. Deepening our sense of presence by coming back to breath throughout the day. Anytime that we feel we start to wander during our practice, wander away from the task at hand, just breathe, check back in. A calming, a quieting of your attention, breath by breath. Okay, first today, we're going to practice our loving kindness towards ourselves. I think we deserve it for making time. I know your schedule's busy. So for making time, let's give ourselves a big old loving hug with this practice. And another reason to start with ourselves is that it's difficult to love others, to give all that we have if we don't fully love ourselves. And it's often said that when we do fully love ourselves, that comes back on us twofold. So we're like magnetizing that love. When we really love and cherish ourselves, others do the same. Sitting here quietly, let's consider mentally repeating, or feel free to say it out loud if you can, slowly and steadily, the following phrases. Now, please know that if the way I say it is not really something that resonates with you, you feel like you could put a better word in there, definitely do that. Change it to whatever is really meaningful to you. And that'll make it easier to remember as well, because it really feels right for you. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be safe. May I be peaceful and at ease. And while you say or think or perhaps see these phrases, allow yourself to sink into the intentions they express. Loving kindness meditation consists primarily of connecting to the intention of wishing ourselves and others eventually, but for now, wishing ourselves happiness. If feelings of warmth, friendliness, or love arise in your body or mind, really try to connect to them. Draw them deep into your bones and allow them to grow as you repeat your phrases. As an aid to your meditation practice, you might, in your mind's eye, hold an image of yourself. And so that we're not just saying them or feeling them, we're saying them to ourselves, we're seeing ourselves, and we're thinking these beautiful phrases. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be safe. May I be peaceful and at ease. That feels good. Now, please take as long as it feels great to take good care of yourself. Keep sending yourself those loving kindness wishes and intentions. We'll move on next to someone that we deeply care for, someone that is a friend or a loved one. someone in our lives that has deeply cared for us, perhaps. And let's repeat whatever phrases of loving kindness you're finding useful towards them as well. So, again, we might want to hold them in our visual, maybe in our mind's eye. We've conjured up this beautiful image of them. And let's say to them, may you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be peaceful and at ease. Now sink back into their intention and that heartfelt meaning. And if any feelings or sensations or emotions of loving kindness arise, connect to them and literally send, not just the phrases, but send what you're feeling. Maybe it's a bubbly sense of warmth. Send that to your loved ones as well. Now, we can bring more people into this loving kindness meditation: friends, neighbors, acquaintances, strangers, animals, anyone that we feel we want to send some loving kindness to. Could be someone that held a door for you, someone that checked you out in a grocery line, went through a toll booth, someone there, someone you may not even know. But let's say to them, may they be happy. May they be well. May they be safe. May they be peaceful and at ease. And this is a tough one, but we're going to try to send these same wishes and thoughts and intentions to someone with whom we have experienced difficulty. This could have been a one-time thing. You have spat with someone, but it's still sitting within you. This could be a big lifelong thing, someone you've always struggled with. So whomever you decide to invite into this meditation, maybe conjuring up an image of them. And we're human. So bringing this person into our meditation can be very challenging. So maybe you're just seeing red right now. That's okay. Whatever happens is valid and true. We're here to hold space for that. We'll try our best. We'll try our best to give them the same intentions. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be peaceful and at ease. This is loving kindness meditation, but sometimes, especially at that part of it, seemingly opposite feelings, anger, grief, sadness, frustration may arise. Take these as a sign that your heart is softening. It's revealing what's held there. Maybe we use some patience, some acceptance, and some kindness. We conjure up whatever we can and direct them towards those feelings. Accept how you're feeling. And if it feels right, continue to direct your loving kindness towards this individual with whom you've experienced difficulties. There's no need to judge yourself for having any of those seemingly opposite feelings or emotions. Remember, it happens to all of us. And just to bring it full circle, let's come back to ourselves again. You said yes. You said yes to taking some time for yourself, for your self-care, to hopefully feeling rested, renewed, rejuvenated. I felt rejuvenated when I read the science behind meditation regarding our amygdala. You said yes to being worthy of this, deserving this self-love. And I believe that us coming together regularly to practice will help us move from just doing and going to embodying being again. being still, being with our breath. Let's continue to meet our own needs on a regular basis. I hope that your intentions and your wishes really sit deeply within you so you can resort back to them when you need a little extra TLC. Remembering that as we fill our own cups, we're able to give more to others. Continue making the commitment to your practice, and I cannot wait to see you again next week. I hope that you'll make time in your day today to practice that resurrection breath again. Inhaling through center, looking left with a soft inhaling through center, looking right with a soft candle blowing through pursed lips. Thank you for spending time with me, working towards our best selves. I treasure you. I hope you feel really good about the quality of rest and rejuvenation you've given yourself and the time you've taken to be still, be present, and breathe. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you again very soon. Take good care.